Hey guys, today's video is going to address a question that I see a lot throughout the channel. And that question is, how do you trust again after narcissistic abuse? Once your trust has been broken and betrayed so viciously, once you have come out of that relationship and you've begun to heal and see what has actually happened to you, how can you ever trust someone again? Let's talk about that right now. My name is Amy and this is Narcaway. My channel is devoted to educating, supporting, and encouraging victims and survivors of narcissistic abuse. If you have been here before, welcome back. And if this is your first time to my channel, welcome. Okay, let's get going. So, how do you trust again after narcissistic abuse, after any abuse, after any betrayal? Once you have been shown someone's true colors, their capabilities, evils in some cases that you didn't know existed, how do you let that go? How do you leave that behind? Well, I think that you really only need to trust yourself. You need to trust your instincts. You need to be honest with yourself. And you really need to pay attention and recognize red flags when they present themselves to you. When you have done all the research, if you're watching this video, it means you are researching narcissistic abuse. It means that you want to learn how to put it behind you and how to move on. You're trying to understand it. A huge part of recovery from abuse is understanding it, because while you were in it, it made no sense. You were extremely confused and just offset the entire relationship. And now that you're out of it, you get to put your feet on the ground again and see clearly for the first time, often in many, many years. So once you make sense of what's happened to you, you can kind of understand why it happened. You need to do self-reflection, and part of that is understanding and admitting that you ignored red flags that were right there in your face in the very beginning. When you start another new relationship and you start seeing red flags, you're going to need to investigate them further. You're going to have to see if that was a one-off mistake or if that was an actual red flag. And the way you do that is you don't listen to apologies, you watch for changed behavior. When you express your concerns to somebody, and they make a lot of false, empty promises, but they don't actually change their behavior, that is a red flag. That's when you gotta go. If they listen to you, sincerely apologize, and make an effort to not do these bad behaviors again, then that is just a person trying to do best. Because don't forget, nobody's perfect. We're all human. We all make mistakes. Everybody deserves to be given a second chance. It's the third chances that are not automatic. Okay, so now the second part that I want to address of this is when it comes to trusting yourself, I can't guarantee you that your next relationship is going to be perfect. I can't guarantee that the next partner you choose is not going to cheat on you, is not going to leave you. I can't promise you that, and really no one can. So if you go through life with the fear that somebody is going to mess up, somebody that you give your heart to is going to mess up and leave you brokenhearted again, that might prevent you from ever getting into another relationship again. So this is where you need to put your trust in yourself. You're resilient. You are strong. You are confident. You are beautiful, and you are worthy. You have to remember that. So when you do get knocked down, you're going to get back up again and you're going to move on. So set your expectations accordingly. If you are aware and prepared that, you know what, I love this person, I'm going to give this person my trust, and we're going to see where this goes. But I am also aware that this person is fallible. They are a human being. They might screw up, even if they are Mr. or Mrs. Wonderful and they have the best intentions and you don't see it in the beginning when everything's perfect. Down the line, they could break your heart. Focusing on the heartbreak is wrong. Don't focus on the possibility of you getting hurt, because it is possible you can get hurt. You and I, we can't predict that. Nobody can. What you need to do is remind yourself that if you do get hurt, if your heart does get broken, you're going to be okay. You can move on with your life. You're going to grieve. You're going to feel hurt. You're going to have anger. You're going to go through all of those stages and those emotions that come with heartache and grief. But at the end of it, that's where you're going to get right back up on your 2 feet and go forward and do it all again, because you're resilient and you're tough. You do have to give someone your full trust. You just have to be confident in yourself. It has nothing to do with the other person. It has to do with trust and confidence in your ability to recover from heartache and hard times. And if you know that you can get through it, then you have nothing to lose, because you have more to lose by not giving someone your trust. You'll lose the ability to share your life with somebody, to have that partner that you want to have. You have one constant in your life from the day you were born until the day you die, and that is you. You can't rely on other people. You can only rely on yourself. And once you kind of understand this mindset, it really in some way makes you invincible, because you are in control of your own emotions. You have your own power. So no matter how much somebody's needling you and trying to get you to react, which we all know that we fell victim to in a narcissistic relationship, once you can see that that's happening, you can make a conscious choice to not react and not let it affect you. And this is where meditation and practice really come in handy, because you can zone out, you center on yourself, and you know you are in control of your emotions. It does take practice, it does take effort, but the more you do it, the easier it becomes. It becomes a part of you. It just becomes instinctual. And that goes along with this whole concept. You're not going to let other people rule what you do with your life. If you can't trust people because of the fear of what they're going to do, you're letting other people rule you. You trust yourself. You trust that you're going to be okay. And you are. Look at you now. You're coming out of probably the most awful relationship you've ever been in your life. And by watching these videos and by studying narcissism and learning about what you've gone through, you're arming yourself with knowledge. It's right in the title of my videos, guys. I educate. You need to be educated. We all need to educate ourselves on psychological abuse. And once we're educated, we're armed with knowledge. It can't touch us again, because we're going to see it coming. We didn't see it coming the first time. We can't blame ourselves for that. We can't be mad at ourselves for something that we didn't even know existed, let alone it was coming at us like a freight train. But now we know, and now we have the power to stop it. We have the confidence, we have the ability, we have the resilience. So when you build up that self-confidence and you love yourself, self-love is so important. You know nobody can ever bring you down. That doesn't mean you're not going to feel the heartbreak. You're not going to be hurt and devastated by a relationship gone wrong. It's still going to hurt, and that's okay. You need to process it. You need to go through that. And if you really truly love someone, you should hurt in the end. If you don't hurt, you never gave them yourself. So trust in yourself. Keep doing the work. Keep watching the videos. Keep studying narcissism. Every single day, there is more and more information coming up online over all social media to bring awareness to this personality disorder that is affecting so many. So you have no excuse. You don't have to pay any money. You don't have to go to any classes. You can do it from your house with a computer, with your phone. Guys, I hope this video gave you some inspiration and gives you some hope to know that you can and you will love again. You will trust again, and you're going to find that happiness with somebody who actually wants to be happy with you and for you, unlike a narcissist. Guys, I love you all. If you liked this video, please click the thumbs up. And if you don't already, please subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.